So happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to a little challenge with trend trading for financial freedom. And yesterday, the first day, I took a look at the markets. I'm just gonna I'm gonna explain a bit here. I There wasn't really any clear good trades yesterday, so during the broadcast, I didn't actually invest in anything. I'm going to show you what I did buy and what happened there. But today, I'm going to talk about trading, speculating, and investing. Those are all different things, and to some ways, if you're going to make your money work, you might be doing a bit of all three: trading, speculating, and investing. And I'm going to take a look at a couple of stocks. I'm going to look at Tesla and I'm going to look at Nvidia on Yahoo Finance to see what they've been doing and how those different approaches would determine what you would do in those situations. So let's just recap yesterday. I'm just going to share the screen here. So, as I said in the broadcast, there is nothing really doing much of anything, and you can see here. This is Bitcoin Cash. It sometimes will go a little bit contrary to what Bitcoin does, and yesterday was about the only one doing any kind of movement. When we were talking, so that first part of the graph up to just about 8 p.m. when we did the broadcast, everything was kind of going sideways. Most things were going down a little bit. And I after the broadcast, I saw this little part here. It was starting to move up, and at this point here, it didn't have a strong indication that that was going to persist, but I thought, what the heck? I put $10 into it, and of course, immediately it started sliding here. Not enough to get really concerned because we were only talking about $10 here, but and at this point, holding on to it, a pure trader, would have got rid of this right away as soon as it went the wrong way. Just would have got rid of it, and that's trading. Um, I I was speculating that it's probably going to come back again. You don't know, but I was speculating that it was going to come back again. And today it just reached, just in the last hour or so, it started gone up. I think right now, if I were to sell it now, I would be in a small profit, but still, it was one of these things. I probably should have stuck to my guns yesterday. It wasn't really a clear buy. Um, anyway, so this is part of your mentality here, is whether you're going to treat things as a speculator or an investor or a trader. So the trend trading methodology is really a pure day trading kind of approach to things, and but it's not the only one. And I'm just going to go over here to Nvidia. Let's see, share this screen instead. This is on Yahoo Finance. If you don't have any tools or anything, Yahoo Finance is a good thing to join. You get quite a lot of information, and and again, there's charts here starting from 1 day up to five days. So when Bonnie and I first started trading, Nvidia was recommended as a good buy, and uh, if we had simply purchased Nvidia and sat on it, we would be in good shape. Unfortunately, we bought in about here, went up to there, and then it had a slide. I don't think that represents about a 6 month slide. And the problem with these trends is you don't. It's clear in the rear view mirror. It's not clear at the time, but after that, right now, for this, that's over probably pretty good thing to speculate. Just hold on to it and make some pretty good money on it. Um, the other thing from an investor's point of view is Nvidia provides a dividend. So my brother and sister-in-law used to do day trading and swing trading, and they've kind of um, got a little bit tired of playing the game, so they put in money um, in stocks that are going to pay dividends, and um, and it's usually, a few percent a year, but and then if they happen to go up over that time, that's a bonus, right? And then you can clear them off, but the dividends pay out regardless of what the stock price does. um, I'm just going to say about okay, I'm going to go switch over to Tesla here, and Tesla's a different thing. um, I'm going to say about investing is like my grandparents, and my uncles invested in companies because they wanted to see them do something, right? So they would invest in the co-op, or if you happen to have invested in IBM and Apple and Microsoft 40 years ago, you'd be in pretty good shape today. But the idea was that they wanted to provide money for companies to do something. Your thing might be medical research, cancer research, so you might want to put some money into that to help support that. And that's a different thing. It's you get some, your money will probably grow, but part of the motivation for doing that is to support the company to do something. Uh, at Tesla here, I'm just going to say a few things. When I was day trading 7 years ago, and I had paid quite a bit of money to look over the shoulder of some people doing some trading, and Tesla was a pretty uh, favored instrument because it would go almost like clockwork. There was a whole pile of speculation with the investors. So the market had opened at 6:30 in the morning, or six. I'm not sure exactly, one of the other Eastern time, and the price of Tesla would either spike up about $10 or $20, or spike down about $10 or $20, and the people who were playing that would have um, a buy or a sell set up, and if it, let's say the whole thing dumped $20, they'd buy, and then it would go up and it would spike up another $20 to maybe $30, and they would sell, and they do that twice in the morning, and then they'd be done for the day. So that was really trading the volatility. But overall, like if you look over the period, there was a pretty good time of growth here, like where you just hung on to it as an investment, you would have grown pretty well. And then it's been kind of flaky since then. Um, some of that may be because of the various industries that they're involved with, and some of it may be not everybody agrees with. Like some people love Elon Musk and some people don't. So they might have chosen to put their money somewhere else. It's not really a trading or an investing. Well, it's an investing decision. It's not really a trading decision to put it somewhere else. Um, and I just want to just clarify. I guess the question is, what is your goal? And I'm just going to say something about this. Let's see here. Yeah. So I'm treating this as I'm approaching what I'm teaching here in trend trading is really very active trading. For the most part, try to get in and out in a day, not hold on to things. Most day traders will say bad things can happen if you leave things overnight. I mentioned options. I was trading options at one time, day trading options, and they're designed to decrease in value, and they can go from being sort of doing okay to being completely unsellable overnight if you're not careful. But that may not be for you. Um, uh, it's it's on how you want to do this. And my personal motivation for learning this as a skill is I want something that I can generate some cash flow with without necessarily trading a lot of hours with a day job or having clients or doing other things. And part of the things that I like investing my time in is volunteering. So I want to be in a position where I can help an orphanage in India provide food for their kids and housing and education, or volunteer for a local arts organization, or I'm helping out with an equine society, an equine um, group here that's trying to support young people, mostly young women, learning how to work with horses. So that's one of the things I'm looking at, but it may not be for you. And the other investments that you might make could include some passive investing, like in the I'm going to use the analogy in the real estate world. I host a broadcast on Saturdays about real estate investing, and many times we're talking about housing, sort of humanitarian ways of how do we provide more housing for people and affordable housing from an investor's point of view. And so that's not purely a money investment. So that's how do you help solve a problem um, while making some money in it. And it can be challenging, and it can be take a lot of work to get to that point. The speculating part in terms of housing is is an issue. Basically, a speculator will go buy a house, buy a piece of property, and hold on to it with the hopes that the value will go up. And um, in certainly in Vancouver and in British Columbia and in many places, um, there's a housing shortage. People need affordable places to live, or just a place to buy, a place to live. Um, and there's nothing available yet. There are tons and tons of houses and properties left idle because people have bought them on speculation. That's an investment, and they're hoping to either sell it, or maybe they just bought it as they bought it and it's just an item in their spreadsheet, and they're not really doing anything with it. So many municipalities are trying to figure out how to tax them or find it. And in this little town here, actually, there are quite a few buildings unoccupied, and it's even hard to tell who owns them because they're owned by numbered companies, maybe offshore. So it's a bit of an interesting, but that's an item of speculating. Um, just gonna on a side note here, almost in both I think U.S. and Canada, both governments are putting a lot of investment into encouraging housing development and housing construction. And so, if you're looking for a career, a trade is get into the trades. It's pretty good, and there's quite a bit of money in real estate investing in periods. So that might be something that appeals to you. But back to the trading here. um, trading, what I really like about the day trading aspect is there aren't any termites and toilets and tenants and trees to fall in your house. It really comes down to your skill level. You're willing to invest in some skills and some knowledge, and you can start really small. That's what we're doing here. Like I made a $10 trade yesterday. And so, at one point I probably was down 50 cents, and I'll probably sell for maybe, if I'm lucky, maybe another 50 cents. But that's the kind of thing. But if that could be $1,000 trade or a $10,000 trade, and if you start adding up, if you make the goal here is to try to make sure you make a percentage 1% a week, which is pretty good. And a really good trader will make that. I think really good traders, if they're not making a 1% a day on the trades that they're making, they are probably consider that a bad day. So, but the going from not losing money to making consistent money takes quite a bit of skill and discipline. That's the thing that gets in the way for most people, is not having the discipline. I think maybe that applies to business owners and investors of all kinds, no matter what you're doing. Is it takes you need to understand what you're doing and have some discipline to it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for today. Go check out go check out trendtradingfreedom.com. There's a place you can get the book, sign up for the program, and register for these 5-day challenge. Anyway, happy Tuesday. Talk to you later.